If you're watching this, you already know that Upwork's competition has been going up and up and up year after year. And you're probably thinking, is it even worth it? Am I just too late to the party? And here's the exact number that's making you think that. There are 22 freelancers for every single client on the platform. 18 million freelancers, 785,000 clients. And that ratio gets worse every single year. I completely understand why you'd sit there and think, what's the point? But here's the facts that change everything. The platform just had its best financial year in history. 787 million in revenue made. A record high. That doesn't sound like a dying platform now, does it? That sounds like a platform that's thriving by separating the trash from the treasure. Upwork is doing that by splitting every single freelancer into two categories. And the thing doing the sorting, it's not your experience. It's not how long you've been on the platform. It's not even how good you are at what you do. I've spent the last couple of weeks ripping apart the actual data behind this, and what I found should change how you think about Upwork completely. Well, why is it important to me? Well, I'm top 1% on the Upwork platform, expert vetted over $500,000 in earnings, and I want to walk you through exactly what the data is saying, because the devil in the detail might not actually be the devil at all. In order for me to walk you through this properly, I have to give you the facts. Year on year, the amount spent on Upwork has increased. In 2023, it was 3.8 billion. In 24, it was 4 billion. And in 2025, the platform just posted its best revenue year ever. So the truth is that more and more people across the world are building businesses online. So ask yourself, what do they need? They need services from freelancers just like you. Competition has gone up. It has. But guess what? Demand for freelancers has rocketed alongside it. Don't let people fool you when they say Upwork is too competitive, because those are probably the same people that applied for 10 jobs, 15 jobs with generic 2-line cover letters, got no response, blame the platform. That's not Upwork failing them, that's them failing Upwork. Guys, let me remind you what I mentioned at the start of the video. There are 22 freelancers for every single client, and the ratio gets worse every year. So demand is up, the platform is growing, revenue is at an all-time high, but that 22-to-1 ratio, that number is still real, which means the question isn't whether Upwork works or not. The question is whether you're one of the 22 who blends in, or you're the one who gets hired. And that comes down to one thing. Guys, you'll have heard this before. You get out what you put in life. And Upwork is no different. Upwork is only worth it if you're willing to separate yourself from everybody else. Because right now, your competition is sending personalized Loom videos for every single contract. They're writing cover letters tailored to that specific client's problems. They're making sure that they're one of the first to apply the moment the contract goes live. Checking whether a client has a verified payment method and looking at how that client has performed on the platform historically in terms of spend and hiring track record. These are things that other freelancers competing with you are already doing. If you're not doing these crucial steps, it's never going to work. And it's not because Upwork doesn't work, it's because you're not competitive enough. Do you guys want to know something crazy? The average proposal response rate on Upwork is 15%. That means that 85% of proposals are completely ignored. And it's not because the platform is broken. It's because 85% of freelancers aren't willing to put the effort in to compete properly. Do you want to verify this yourself right now? Go in the search bar, type in your niche. If you're in the AI automation space, type AI automation. Filter by top rated, look at the most recent reviews on those profiles and what their total earnings are. Look at what those contracts are worth. It's all public information. You can see exactly what people are closing in your niche in 2026 before you've made a single decision about this platform. And guys, there's some incredible information coming up, but before I go any further, I want to ask you something. Think about what you offer or what you're planning to offer on the Upwork platform. Does it involve a skill that AI could fully replicate in the next 12 months? Drop a yes or no in the comments right now, because the answer to that question determines whether what I'm about to say applies to you directly or whether you need to hear it even more urgently. I'm qualified to talk about this because I've sent thousands of proposals across multiple niches, and the winner every single time is personalization. If you want to actually win clients, record a personalized Loom video with every single contract that you submit. Every single one. I can almost guarantee that by the end of the month, you will have responses and clients. Well, what does that actually sound like? You find a contract that's posted 10 minutes ago. Let's say somebody needs AI automation services for their business. You hit record on Loom, and you hit it like this. hey, I just came across your listing. I had to reach out. I've actually built a very similar system for a client in the US. It takes care of their lead intake and their follow-up sequence completely seamlessly. They don't even touch it anymore. I think I could hit a home run with this one. Here's my Upwork profile so you can see my full track record. I've done this numerous times before and I would love to connect. That's 40 seconds. That URL goes in your cover letter. Every single contract, every single day. 10 contracts a day, personalized Loom for every one, tailored cover letter at the top, be the first to apply by turning on the settings. I'll put the video up here now. Do that for a month without stopping. I haven't seen in 14 years of doing this someone apply with that level of consistency and walk away empty-handed. Not once. The people who say Upwork doesn't work sent 10 generic proposals, got no responses, and blame the platform. That is not Upwork failing. That's someone not being willing to compete. So I know what you're thinking. Why does Upwork work when other methods don't? Well, the reason is because it's one of the only platforms in the world where you can actively walk up to a high-ticket client who's already looking for your service. They've posted a contract saying, I want a Google Ads manager. I want an AI automation specialist. I want a web developer. They already know that they've got a problem. Your only job is to convince them that you're the right person to solve it. That is substantially easier than cold emailing someone who didn't ask to hear from you, or running paid ads to convince someone that they have a problem. Cold emailing into the void, Upwork is a digital real estate that you can tap into. The first month or two will be the hardest, I won't lie to you. No reviews, no track record, no proof. It is a stuttering start. But what else would you expect? You have to live in the real world. Every 5-star review that you do collect makes the next one easier. Every testimonial compounds. Top-rated status, verified earnings on your profile that any new client can see before they've even messaged you. 12 months from now, 2 years from now, that profile is an asset that works for you every single month without starting from zero. Cold outreach has no memory. Upwork remembers everything that you've done well and shows it to every future client automatically. And guys, one more thing before you go. Connects. I hear it all of the time. Upwork is expensive. The connects cost too much. I'm not paying to apply for jobs. Here's the reality. Connects are not a tax. They're an investment. If you land one client on a $2,000 a month retainer, you just got 100 times your money back. No ad platform on earth gives you that level of return. The people who complain about connects are the same people sending the generic proposals. Of course, it feels expensive when nothing is converted. Fix the proposal first, then the connects cost becomes completely irrelevant. And here's an expert tip for you. Not all contracts are equal. When you're browsing jobs, look at the client's payment history. Look how much they've spent on their platform. What's their hiring percentage like versus the jobs that they post? When you find a good client that's hired multiple times, you know, because they've got a strong spending history and a solid track record of hiring, that you need to bid more connects on that job. Put yourself at the top. That client is real, it pays, and that client is worth the extra spend. Guys, stop using your connects on tire kickers. Spend them on the ones who have already proven that they buy, and trust me, your ROI will skyrocket. The truth is this. If you're still watching this video, you probably already know that people are making money on this platform. It's relatively obvious. You already know that it works. You're here because you need somebody to confirm and give you the confidence to actually go and do it, to take the leap. I needed that once too. Here it is. Upwork works. The data confirms it. The platform just had its best year ever. Go and look at what people in your niche are earning right now. Type your niche into the Upwork search bar. Filter by top rate. See the contracts people are closing in 2026 with your own eyes. And then commit. 10 contracts a day minimum. Personalized Loom every time. Tailored cover letter. Be the first or one of the first to apply. For a whole month. No exceptions. You're not trying to beat 18 million freelancers. That's the misconception. You're trying to beat the ones in your specific niche, and most of them haven't read the data that you've just heard. You're already ahead. Hit subscribe, because in this video right here, I show you exactly how to optimize your Upwork profile to land more clients. My name's Michael Elliott.